Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video right now, a lot of people are very upset with PlayStation. Now, as you guys probably know, there's been a few PlayStation updates in the actual console that's not maybe in regards to the PS5 Pro to kind of set up for and do it, but there's been a really big brand new PlayStation 5 like UI updates, and they've changed a lot of things with the consoles themselves. And at the end of the day, like, they've been focusing on doing proper brand new integrations of brand new features for the console, which I think overall is good. We've had cool things like having brand new audio, having a chance to even like make the beep on your PlayStation a little bit quieter when you turn off the console. And we've also now had one of the most annoying and horrendous things that I do not want to see in my PlayStation console. And of course, we're going to go talk about this because I think this is a big deal, and I hope you guys also care about it too as well. And I would love to hear your thoughts and comments on everything down below, because also even Xbox has been doing this, and this is what the future of gaming is going to turn into. I am not going to be happy. And of course, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, and for our second YouTube channel. And of course, we have both Twitter accounts down below for all the giveaways for the PS5 Pro, and of course the Twitch room too as well. And I want to hear your thoughts and comments on everything down below. So when it comes to PlayStation, they do the occasional updates. And like I said, they add brand new features. But one brand new feature is not what I would ever want to go and see. And this is regards now to the PlayStation wanting to go and add advertisements. And they are now forcing them on top of that too, with no way to remove proper ads. And as well, there was also apparently a random small update that let you even disable advertisements on the dashboard, which would have been a godsend. It would have been one of the coolest things ever, and I would have turned that on instantaneously. But of course, these big tech companies just want to go make as much money as they possibly can, and both PlayStation and even Xbox, not to be a full-on PlayStation hate, I don't like it in general, are allowing ads in both their games and their dashboards. So I'm going to go complain about both in a little bit. Like, they're both doing horrible stuff, and I hope collectively you guys can tell me if you guys feel differently down below. But I do not think games and consoles in like Game Pass should have even more ads. I'm already paying money for PS Plus. I'm already paying money for Game Pass. I've already bought games on your console, and I've already spent $500 or more, factoring the Pro, on having your own like basic console itself. So I don't want to spend more money. And I don't want to see more ads. I'm paying for a premium experience. I'm running on PC. I don't usually have ads unless I'm on like Facebook or Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube, whatever. But when it comes to normal, just me on my computer, there's not usually ads. Although Windows sometimes does it, which is technically Xbox and Microsoft anyway. So you want to what? I hate that, but it's manageable. So they're saying it turns out the most recent PS5 UI update that let you disable all the advertisements on the dashboard was actually too good to be true. And this, I believe, also something that's been rolling out for most people. We made a video on this a few weeks ago before the PS5 Pro hype. So some people are now getting the brand new update. Some people have not. It's a rolling update. And I almost wonder if they started doing a rolling update because they have these ads that are now being protruded in your console, and they don't want everyone to get it all at the same time. Like, if only one or two people complain about it, then maybe no one cares, quote unquote, although everyone probably does. And then it takes a little bit longer to get a big movement. So this is why I'm even making a video on this right now, saying this is not right. And if you guys agree, leave a like on the video. Like, that's like the point of it. This is horrible. So now every single game on your homepage screen shows you an advertisement in the background with literally no way to remove it from the game itself. And now this is very not the best vibe, to be fully honest with you guys. Well, number one, it kind of depends what game you're trying to go play and what you're trying to go and do in the first place. But like over here, they're saying we lost themes for this crap. And this is in regards now just seeing every single game in the background. And it's like, here, let me try to explain this a little bit better for you guys so you guys can kind of see. It's kind of like, hey, here's an official news. And like, you would think it'd be kind of cool, but here's just an advertisement of like Warhammer Space Marines, which, and maybe in theory, you'd be thinking you own the game, fine, whatever. But it's basically like a game company being even more involved in your space. And it's not cool because you already bought their product at the end of the day. Hopefully I'm explaining this right now where you guys can kind of see in the video, because that's what I think the understanding is. I still don't have the PS5 update, but I don't want to see more ads and like initial things on this. Not a big fan. Now I can maybe see them trying to go and stay on top of this, but like be like, hey, you just want to maybe know the news or whatever. But if you already own the game, but you don't need to see this. I already own Final Fantasy VII Remake, so I don't want to go and see 10 out of 10 perfect scores, Metacritic most played, noisy pixel, hey, poor player, like screen rant, all these crazy things. Like, it's fine. Or like the scores are in the Final Fantasy Rebirth launches tomorrow. Like, I think they're trying to go and make it like seem fun, where it's like, oh, look at the game news and all the updates and everything else thrown in there, which I understand the logic on it, but these are basically just not good vibes, because apparently you can put stuff in almost anything else you want. So look at this. This is a good example. It's like you have an EA game of Star Wars Battlefront 2, but they'll have Star Wars Day, explore a galaxy far away with EA Play. So this, even though you own an EA game, you are quite literally being advertised. Probably the better example to showcase why it's annoying. You are quite literally being advertised. someone like EA, Ubisoft, or whatever can basically put any game they want on there. And you guys can kind of see this on this picture itself, where they have like Star Wars Squadron, Battlefront 2, Jedi Fallen Order, which is okay. It makes sense. Like, I don't want to be too stickler on it, you know? Like, it makes sense. It's an EA game. You may like other EA games. You may even like the sale for it. And you see all these other various games. But right now, I'd rather have a clean theme and make my console look cozy and vibey, and I think I'd have a way better life at the end of the day. But sadly, no, they want to go and include ads like this, and this is probably the better example I want people to go focus on over here. And then here's other stuff from Elden Ring, which isn't still as bad, but saying "Heed now the words for those who have returned from the realm of shadow." Basically, probably talking about the, the DLC that came out not too long ago. And here's like a trailer for the game, which is, at least it's relevant. Like, I don't want to be completely too against it, but it is relevant, but it still is annoying. I don't want to see ads on my console, and I think EA is a good example of what could potentially be really bad. You have an Ubisoft game trying to play a new Assassin's Creed game, and then you go and see a bajillion different Uplay Plus sales going on. Overall stupid. Like, I could think of a lot of reasons why it's dumb. Or as well, maybe PlayStation. These are not the biggest deals, but I'd prefer them not to do it. Because funny enough, I even made a video about a month ago, which is cool. If you put Xbox ads, my own video showed up over there. So thank you guys all for the subscribers. I've been watching that on up. But one of the other big things is that Xbox has also been doing this. And of course, these are all like subtle. These are all subtle, but they're not cool. Like, I almost want to make another separate video just on Xbox, because there's a lot more bad stuff going on with Xbox right this second. But in the topic of this video, this makes a lot of sense. We may like plus up on that in a different video, but this is stupid. Microsoft has started showing a full screen pop-up for basically EA Sports FC 25 when people were just turning on their Xbox. It's like about a week ago this went live. So anyone who launches or does anything on their console, which you already spent $500 on, same with the PlayStation, although these are very subtle. Like, you might even like the game, so you might not be like, who cares? Or you get like a EA Game Pass trial thing or EA whatever. It's basically, actually funny enough, this is also EA again. No matter how you choose to win, do it for the club. Unlock a 10-hour trial with EA Play via Game Pass Ultimate. Maybe not fully EA, but it's EA enough where they have EA on here. And you can see, maybe it's just them. Maybe they're the problem, dude. Maybe EA itself is just a bunch of sellouts, and they have a bunch of foothold on Xbox and PlayStation, because they do make games that do so well, same with microtransactions. But obviously, a lot of people are not happy with this. Going through the articles and talks and all this type of stuff, people are like, hey man, after this most recent update, it just sucks. They add this firmware update, and people don't like this because there's all these random ads induited everywhere on top of this with like YouTube thumbnails and such, like I said. Either way, this is not cool. Like, we don't like seeing ads, even if they're subtle or related towards the game. Maybe you guys are more cool with it. Maybe you guys are more okay with it. I don't know. I myself, I don't like it. I don't like the idea behind it. I don't like the idea behind the fact that we have to see more additional ads. I think the Xbox One seems worse. And people also agree. It's like, hey, not a fan of these ads on boot up. I don't think I like that. They're saying also happened for Modern Warfare 3, which I think I do remember, where they did go and add these games overall. And I think that's crazy. But maybe they had a deal, maybe their word to not in, but I don't think this is what should be showing up on games. I don't like the idea, if I'm paying money for my console, that I have to see more ads for Halo or Xbox. I understand why they do it. I completely get it. It's like the Xbox ecosystem. Maybe some people actually like it. You know, I can't judge everyone on the planet, but I don't like this in my PlayStation. I don't like the fact that EA is like, buy these other 5 other games, but I'm like, I don't want to be marketed towards a game where I already spent money on the game itself. I can maybe see official news, official patch updates or whatever. That's somewhat okay. But as I mentioned, within about 5 minutes, we were able to go and find that EA is already abused it in promoting sales. And once again, what's going to stop like Ubisoft from doing that? Other more scummy indie games, or, you never know, like even PlayStation themselves. And sometimes the biggest deal is this is like the start of this. Like, I don't want to see more ads when I'm spending money or I'm subscribing. Maybe if I'm on a cheaper Game Pass, throw this on here and that maybe make money. EA throws a few $1 million and people get automatic pop-ups, they might make that money back. Fine, sure, if I'm on the cheaper Game Pass version, I'm okay with this, because they were experimenting with maybe an ad Game Pass, which would probably just be cheaper, like other outside things like Hulu, etc. But like, I just don't like it. I don't like seeing things in my consoles. I don't like seeing the vibes of this dude. People are saying like this, I own the games, so why do we care about this? We lost themes for this crap, which I do agree, themes are cool. People are saying this must be a bug. They're doing Concord tags now for this, for the PS5 UI. And like, look, imagine you're a first-time user of PS5 this holiday season, and you go from a PS4 themes to this. This level of must be studied. And everyone's upset about this, dude. Wow, that looks horrible. This is objectively terrible. Glad PC doesn't have to mess with this. I'm so lost, I've never even had ads on my PS5. and people are not happy. I'm not happy. I don't want this to be the first step, and then 5 months from now, it's even worse and worse and worse, and I don't think Xbox should do this. People are very upset. I myself am upset, and it might be subtle now, but it could get a lot worse way quicker. So I don't want PlayStation to do that. And videos like this is probably why I'm never going to be on the PlayStation Press, which makes me sad. But subscribe if you guys are new. We have the PS5 Pro. Put on the notifications. Subscribe to the second channel, both the Twitters, all the Twitch, all that stuff down below to get your entries for the giveaway. And I appreciate you all so much for watching. Would love to hear your thoughts and comments on everything down below.